Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. TammyTalks here. Alright y'all, Love is Blind Season 3 Episode 5. If you are back from last week or a couple of days ago from watching my videos on Love is Blind and you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video, share the video, hop in the comment section, let's talk. Alright, so we are still on what we'll call it the honeymoon. We're still on the trip after. Xander is talking to Cole. He's out surfing. I don't know if he's having a surfing lesson, but he's out surfing. She said she's just going to cheer him on from the beach. She's not going to get in the water. So once he comes out of the water, they're sitting down talking. They have a little charcuterie situation. Cole asks her if she's having any second thoughts after seeing all the other guys that she dated in the pods. And she was like, no, absolutely not. Very confidently, I might add. So she asked Cole the same thing. And he pauses. And I said, because Cole asked her that because he wanted to be able to say, maybe sort of somewhat, or he wanted to feel her out and see if, okay, if she says that maybe, then I can go ahead and slide in that I, kind of like Colleen. So he finally says no, and then says not even a little bit, and I said, liar. He then said that majority of the girls that he has dated have looked like Colleen, but personality-wise, is where Zenith falls into the situation. So she then asks him if it's hard for him to, be dating a girl that does not look like what he typically goes for aesthetically. Now, this is where Zenith is going to work my nerves. Zenith is pretty, okay? She's not a bad-looking woman by any means. She's a pretty, attractive woman. So I don't understand. I don't want to hear this insecurity the entire time because you're basically pushing this man towards Colleen, who's having her own issues, by the way. So she said that in her confessional, she's trying not to be this 30-year-old insecure woman. However, he's very transparent and open and honest about things. So the fact that he'll tell her straight up, yeah, I think so-and-so is attractive. Yeah, I think so-and-so is attractive. You're not who I typically go for. That takes her back a little bit. But it's like, Xander, babe, you have got to get past this, honey. This is not what you want. It's not the look that you want to portray. It's not going to end well with you being super, super insecure like this. It's just not. We panned over to Matt and Colleen. We got so fucking excited. I'm so fucking excited. Matt. He's too intense. I could never. Matt is so intense, y'all. So they are on a little. They're not on a boat. Were they on a boat? They got the same little charcuterie situation going. And Matt said he's not thinking about anyone else. He has his eyes on one person and he stares at her like this. Because he's crazy. Something about him is tick, tick, boom. I'm telling y'all. He texts her what was it like meeting all the other guys that she dated previously in the pods. She said that it was cool. Everybody kind of seems whatever. She then not purposely, but she then says that Cole was a lot quieter outside the pod than inside. So, but then she goes on to lie and say that, but I always knew it was you. Colleen, girl, when? Because you was sobbing and snotting and sniffling when you got let down by Brennan and by Cole. Matt was third string. Don't do that. Don't sit up there and lie to that man. And he is crazy. He's giving very much crazy eyes. So Matt then asks how she's going to handle other guys hitting on her once they get back to Dallas. And she was like, oh, I can't wait to say, oh my God, I'm taken. So she's like, it's not going to be a problem. Meanwhile, Matt crazy ass is like, yeah, because I love you. And yeah, you're going to be a wife. You're going to be a wife. And I said, oh, he is crazy. I'm telling y'all, something about Matt ain't quite curling over all the way. He's so intense and it's almost excuse me, it's almost coming across as desperate or insecure. I don't know quite what it is about Matt yet. I know he's been played before. I know his ex-wife cheated on him and all that other stuff. But this is I don't know. So he then goes on to say that within their 3-week relationship, they have developed such a close bond that's way better, way deeper, way everything more than his 10-year relationship with his high school sweetheart. I'm not about to play with Matt's crazy ass. I'm going to tell y'all now, something is wrong with that man. So then we get Brendan and Alexa. So Brendan said that he's nervous about them living together. He said that he's not messy. She was like, a word? And he was like, well, it's different here. Like, I don't have a hamper. We're living out of suitcases. Alexa said, well, you can't be messy because I'm messy. Brendan said that he owns 25 items and he just mix and matches, his little outfits. Alexa said that she don't wear nothing twice. I said, okay. Alexa said that she don't repeat outfits. These are looks. Hey, something about Alexa is a little odd to me. I don't think Alexa really likes Brendan, to be honest, but she's pleasant with him. We get to Bartise and Nancy. Nancy said that she never wants to make her partner feel disrespected. I said she about to get into it. So Nancy then goes on to say that the raven that she saw last night was very different from the raven in the pods. So she said that she was so surprised that Bartise would even have her listed so high on his list. And I said, oh, Nancy, don't talk about Raven every single conversation, because it's going to give Matt constantly trying to bring up like Cole. But Nancy is about to wear this shit out, y'all. She's about to wear this out. So Bartise looks like shocked. He was like, well, we had a connection through fitness and, but when we tried to talk about other things, we were kind of missing each other. He said, but me and you, okay, our relationship, okay, me and you, what we have going on, we were just, boom, 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 firing on our cylinders. He was like, so in his gut, he could not get Nancy out of his mind, even while he was dating Raven. Let's be very clear, y'all. If Raven had not done jumping jacks that one time while Bartise was telling us about his mama and her whole situation, he would have proposed to her. He definitely would have proposed to her. And let's be very clear as well that Raven only rushed to break up with him because she felt it coming. That's about it. So then we get down to the pool. All right, and this is where things go awry. So SK feels that him and Raven have made some progress. SK is so cute. He's so handsome, and he just seems like a really nice guy. So, but he feels that there's some sexual tension between the two of them, and he's a little worried that they have not been intimate yet, but he's really pleased with the strong emotional connection that they've built with each other, and that's great. So Raven, meanwhile, is talking to the girls, saying that she kind of feels like he's so serious, they aren't really playful enough yet. So she kind of wants more of his personality to kind of come out a little bit. Cole wants Xander to get in the pool. She don't want to. Girl, you're going to have to get in some water. It's also I don't know if Xander notices, but a lot of the stuff that Cole is asking her to do and stuff like that, these are tests, and she's failing each and every one. So we get Bartise and Raven. So Bartise said that he still really cares what Raven thinks about him because they did have a definite connection. They were building something when they were in the pods. So Raven said that she feels really comfortable talking to him face to face. It's not an issue there. Bartise then goes on to say that he was impressed with her. I was like, atta girl, yeah, you were banging. I was like, she's a baddie. And I'm like, I feel like you ain't no. That's okay, Bartise. I'm not even gonna say it. But he's like going on and on and on, geeking her up, and she's looking like. Mm-hmm. So then he starts talking about their similarities with fitness and stuff like that. So Raven is in her confessional. She says she's not flattered because he wasn't giving her any compliments when they were in the pods. He says she was like, so now that we're outside the pods and you see this, the fact that now you want to give a bunch of compliments, miss me with it. So even though I something about Raven, I don't know if I really like, but maybe I don't know what was going. Maybe she exercises when she's nervous. So I'm gonna give Raven a pass. But Raven was like, I'm not on here just for the physical. I can go get that at the bar when I'm doing bottle service. But for her, she says she's looking for a deeper connection. And she's very pleased with SK. I said, oh, I'm shocked. I am shocked by her maturity. So she's talking to him, to Bartise, and she's like, yeah, we're doing the right thing with what we have. She said, SK matches her chiller energy. She's more laid back. They're both very methodical. And Bartise was looking like, oh, okay. Oh, she not feeling me, y'all? She not feeling me? Okay, cool. So meanwhile, we get Cole over here bumping the gums, talking to Alexa, saying that while he likes Zainab and he, has feelings for her, he's not head over heels for her just yet. Alexa was like, oh, how I get this tea? How I get this piping hot tea real quick? So we get Cole and Colleen. So Cole asks her if she has any reservations. And I guess I don't understand why they are asking each other this. Any of these people. But Cole asks Colleen if she has any reservations about her choice. Colleen said no. Things are going great with her and Matt. They haven't had any hurdles yet. So, she can't really complain. He's like, so how are you going to deal with these hurdles when you guys get out, in the real world? And she's like, well, we'll cross that bridge when it happens. Cole then tells her that he has an emotional connection with Zainab. Their personalities mesh very well, but there's no physical attraction. It's there, but just not to the highest levels that he probably wants it to be. So Colleen was like, so what type of girls do you attracted to usually? He was like, you? I said, So then she was like, yeah, I'm attracted to you too. So then it turns into, so we were both out in the real world, we would definitely totally come up to each other. Meanwhile, Matt is over in the pool like, I said, okay. Crazy over there watching y'all. So Cole in his confessional said that he's torn between the physical attraction that he has with Colleen and the emotional attraction that he has with Zainab. So Cole and Colleen they're definitely flirting. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They are flirting with one another in the pool. And it doesn't end the way that they thought it was going to for either one of them. Raven and SK have a little date. They're getting massages. He gives her a massage with some chakra oil. Okay. He wants to open up her heart chakras. So after that, they get into the pool and Raven is saying in her confessional that there is definite sexual tension. So they're talking about how they have such a strong emotional connection and they like that they're building this nice solid foundation first. Raven is telling him that she wants him to stop hiding his energy. And he was like, it's not hiding. You just have to kind of pull it out. So SK is like a super, super chill guy. And I think what he just wants is for Raven to kind of mimic what she wants him to do, if that makes sense. And he's gonna go with the flow, or he may just be waiting to get a little more comfortable with her. So she said that she is definitely falling in love with him, and she can see herself going the distance, and they finally kiss. And I hope they work out, because we are always rooting for black love over here. So then we have Bartise and Nancy. We are always going to roll our eyes. And the way y'all was in my comments talking about Bartise's hair, I tried to let it go the first couple videos, but I tried to let it go the first couple videos. That's all I'm going to say. So Nancy asked Bartise, how did it go talking to Raven? And I'm like, quit asking about that heifer. And that means that's no shade towards Raven, but quit asking about her. Stop asking about her. So Bartise tells her that they would look good together, right? You know, we were out like in a bar. People would be like, yeah, they look good together. He was like, we're just like a perfect fit. And Nancy is sitting there like, because what are we doing? But again, Nancy, stop asking questions you are not prepared to get the answer to. So Bartise then says that, but him and Nancy have a better relationship. Because if you compare what that is over to what we have going, you know, we're in a better place, to be real with you. So Bartise then asks if he thinks that if he thinks that Raven and SK are going to say yes. Why are you asking Nancy this? Why do you care? What's it to you? So Nancy lies and was like, yes. Nancy, you don't know nothing about what they got going on over there. And Bartise like immediately deflates. He's regretting picking Nancy. And it's not because he doesn't think that Nancy is pretty, but he thinks that Raven looks better. That's all it is. I mean, for all we know, maybe Bartise is not even truly attracted physically to Nancy. So Bartise then goes on to say that in his past relationships, they've kind of just fizzled out, where he is falling out of love with somebody. I said, Lord, are you doing this to this woman? It is the second day. Don't do this to her. Don't do this to her. So Nancy is just staring at him. He was like, we need to experience each other in Dallas back in the real world. So he asks her, so today, right now, would you say yes if today was the wedding? And she said, yeah. And he was like, really? You ain't seen how I handle this, that, and the other. But you would say yes. And she was like, yeah, 100%. I said, Nancy, take note. Open them eyeballs, girl. Take the beer goggles off, because you be knocking back them drinks and you be looking drunk in these scenes. Open them eyes and pay attention. This man is telling you in this moment he's falling out of love with you, and he does not want to marry you. Because the fact that he was just like, really? You would definitely say that when just, 24 hours ago, before you saw Raven's light-skinned, curly hair, light eyes ass, you were all about Nancy. Don't do this. Don't do this. But I mean, again, Bartise is what, a 26-year-old man? He's shallow AF. We get Brennan and Alexa. They're out in the pool. Brennan is excited for the next step, but he's admittedly nervous because that's when things are going to get real. Alexa was like, this is the hard part. When we get back, we just gonna meet each other's families. She was like, she's only nervous if people question her decision, but she's gonna stand 10 toes down. She knows what her decision is. She's cool with what she wants to do, and that's just what it's gonna be. So she then tells him that she kind of loves him a little bit. Their scenes don't really give much, but we're still going to mention them. Colleen and Xander. These other three couples. Colleen and Xander, they're sitting in bed. Xander apparently out at the pool. She asks Cole to rate her on a scale of 1 to 10. He gives her a 9. She said, okay, is there anyone there that you would give a 10? He said, yes, maybe one or two other girls. Basically, and then Xander was like, yeah, Colleen and Raven. I said, Raven ain't even in the running for Cole, and y'all got her name in your mouth. But okay. So Cole is like, it's still a good score. Do you know what score I give to 80% of the women in the world? No, and we don't want to know. Cole, keep it to yourself. So he then tells her that there will always be other girls, which is true. He said, but you need to understand that I 100% chose you over everyone else. She was like, well, not everyone else in the world. Xander, please. Because like, you picking a fight right now for no reason, sis. You should have never asked him this if you, like, did you think he was going to give you a 10? She didn't see the episode of Girlfriends when Ellis rated Joan, what, a 5? Come on now. So she then asks, does he have the desire to build with anyone else there? Cole says no, but Colleen is attractive. She didn't ask you, was Colleen attractive? She asked if you had the desire to build a relationship with anyone else there. The answer should have been no. Nonetheless, so he then goes on to say, Colleen is a great looking girl, but he has no feelings for her. So Zenith is just looking at him. So he's like, if you're wondering if I'm confused or, confused about who I want to be with, the answer is no. I said, I know you liar. Like, y'all, do these people realize they're being filmed? So Cole lies, even though he just was in the confessional saying he's looking for the perfect girl, a mix between Xander, who he's attracted to emotionally, and Colleen, who he's attracted to physically. So she wants him to be more focused on one person. So then he was like, so do you want me to act like I don't have eyeballs? Do you want me to act like, and tell you that I only have eyes for you and you're the only person I see? She was like, no, because now I'm going to know that this complete and utter bullshit. I said, y'all are fighting over nothing. This is stupid. This is stupid. So then he said that, do you want him to act like he does not see women with cute bodies and nice faces? I said, Cold. So she was like, no. He said that he will say that he only has eyes for her. She said that's bullshit. He was like, yeah, it is. Because no man is going to say that. No man is going to say that they only have eyes for their wife unless you're married to Kim Kardashian. He said, what you kind of look like. So we're good. I said, cold. Shit. Cole and Zaynab not gonna last. One, because she's nitpicky, and two, because he cannot get over the fact that he thinks Colleen is more attractive, and he's now wondering if he made the wrong decision. So finally we get to Matt and Colleen, and Matt was out there eating that steak like a serial killer. And I don't care what nobody says. So Matt is out there. He said, how'd the conversation go with Cole? Let's get into it. I said, oh, he about to go off because he had that crazy look. So she said that she told Cole he was a cute guy, and in the real world, sure. So Matt said, I've been played before, bitch. He didn't call her a bitch, but he was thinking it. But Matt said, I've been played before. You're not going to play me right now. So he was like, because you don't respect me. She was like, I didn't do anything because I respect Zaynab. I respect you. He said, well, Cole don't respect her. He said, because how do you look being engaged and then telling a man that thinks you're attractive, yeah, I think you're attractive too. In the real world, we could have a beer. So now she's sitting there, she's disheveled. So she goes into the room because she needs a moment, and she goes in there crying. Matt gets up after he gets done eating that steak like a serial killer. The way he was eating was very uncomfortable. He gets up, goes in and follows her in the room, and then says that, so you're basically saying fuck me. She was like, no. She then asked him if he's done, and he said he thinks he might be because he's been played before, and you're not going to play him again. Matt is not over what happened in that other relationship. He's not over it. So then Colleen said that she just did not know how to react in that situation. So Matt said that it is absolutely ridiculous for you to be engaged and not know to say that, oh, thank you, but I'm taken. And okay, let me finish this. Let me finish up their exchange. So she then keeps going on. She's crying. She don't know what to do. So he goes outside. He wants to take his mic off. He wants to leave. So he's telling the cameraman, if your wife said that, she told somebody else that they were attractive and they would have a beer in another life, you would be pissed too. And the cameraman was like, me personally, we never got to hear the cameraman's answer. So then they asked Matt if he is still 100% committed to Colleen. He said he don't know. Here's my take on this. I understand Matt being mad. I truly do. But I think he's doing too much with it. I do. I think he's doing too much with it. You can be mad at Colleen because, yeah, she shouldn't have been out there flirting directly, basically in your face like that. But it's also like, you got to calm down. You were too intense. Colleen, stop all that crying because you were sniggling and giggling when it was going on. So don't sit up here and cry now and act like you didn't, you were full aware of what you were doing in that conversation with Cole. Watch Matt's crazy ass. Watch him. Watch him. Let me know down below how you guys felt about everything that happened in episode 5. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up the channel, share with a friend, and I will catch you guys in the next one.